How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're going to be finally getting some EX04 local stuff out. Apologies for the wait. I've been just doing some housework, which is also probably why the room sounds a little bit different. Back in the original recording room, we got Alliance and Blue Flare for this one. So this will be interesting because Blue Flare obviously punishes you for going wide, whereas Alliance do want that second body on the board in order to get themselves those extra checks. And I'm pretty sure it deletes itself before, like during the end of the opponent's turn. So it should still trigger the Blue Flare stuff. It does look like we do have the new Kirihat and Nene, so not going to be whiffing on that. Gets to play it for free. We are going to set up the Black Gargo, go into KnTElixar, and are we going to go the full set? Alliance, a little pet project that a couple of players are building. Everyone bringing in different variations on how they want to handle the Alliance. It looks like we do have a little bit of like the Black Gargo package. And I like that we do have the terriermon memory blocker in order to stop the Blazing Memory Boost from getting too much value. We are going to see the raise out now. 2 Digimon on the side of Blue Flare. I see an X antibody in there, so I'm assuming that's to go into a Magnet or something like that. We are going to see the Metal Greymon come down as a Digicross, and it looks like we are going to use the Greymon from the field and the male bird, which is going to stun the Terriermon, but that's fine because Terriermon realistically was never going to be swinging. It's an Alliance deck after all. Get so much more value from going in. Not going to be cracking the boost because we are under Terriermon. Did she overextend though? We do have a Decker, but a double stun seems kind of pointless if you're just trying to get into the Magnet X. Although I will say Magnet X is actually a huge problem for this deck. They've done this so they get the Armour Purge, but they also now have the level 5, which means it's going to be very, very difficult for KnTElixar to actually get the pick. We are going to get the draw power, and we can Evo into Cherubimon Virtue. It's going to reduce the cost. That's the one that does the minus DP at the end of the attack, I believe. Actually, no, it's when digivolving as well as when attacking. We'll have missed the when attacking, but we're just going to kill off the extra body. Swinging is going to hit for 2 checks, thanks to Alliance. 14k going into her turn as well. The question is, do you go wide? I'm just going to use the Black Gargo. Passes over 4 memory. Are we going to see something built up in the back? Going to swing at the Terriermon, and it looks like they are going to use the restand off the Greymon because there are 2 Digimon. Well, there's technically 3, I guess. That's off the male bird even. I don't know that they have a means of clearing the Cherubi though, that's the problem. And with the Black Gargomon, it means that the Black Gargo is going to be there as a sticky body as well. I guess now that they've killed the Terriermon, they can pop boost if they want. But I mean, on 4 memory, there's really no need. We're going to see the X antibody going to swing, warp into the Magnet X. And that, I mean, it's still 11. So it's still not getting over to Cherubi. But because it's kind of like a pseudo armor purge, it's going to prevent this sec +1. And you're basically going to have to feed bodies in order to make it happen. I guess technically you could go in for Cherubi just raw. I guess you want the suspension to try and get the minus DP as well. If he can find a way of getting that extra body, so that way you can find like a double purge, then that is definitely the way of getting around it. But it looks like we're sans rookie at the moment. Going to suspend, and we're going to go in for the Alliance. We are, of course, going to get the pop. Just get the heal back up. There's no Terriermon, so the Kalumon doesn't come down for free. Right now, it also doesn't look like there's any level 7s in this one, and KnTEliximar's going to reduce the cost, and we're just going to pop it over for 1. At least get to play the memory choke game. And both of these bodies are 2 pretty dangerous things. Obviously, the Decker Greymon can start putting in some work, and we do see the Kuzu in hand. Although it doesn't look like she has any options that really put in any crazy work. Greymon gonna swing in, is gonna die. Saves, of course, under the Kiriha. Gonna go for another chip. Hits a terriermon, that's another one down. Now there's potential. Gonna swing at security rather than over the body. I guess that also is gonna unsuspend and thins the board down to 1. Kuzuha would pass only 1 memory and gets to play the Blazinga for free. No Kiriha hit this time, but does get the 2 bodies. Let me go for the other Metal Greymon. And now there's only 1. That said, though, you get to play the Terriermon for free, and Kuzu is only 11k, so you could go Alliance, swing over, and kill the Kuzu. Just like get your guaranteed damage. Gonna play the Kalu for 1 because you do have a Terriermon in name. Oh, don't even go in the back. No! Why would you not swing over it? There's no perch! Oh, that is a huge whiff. Oh, I mean, I guess you can still Digicross from trash thanks to the new Kiriha. Yeah, but this is just gonna Digicross through. Those pieces are coming back. Yeah, this is a chip damage that you could have avoided. I'm gonna swing for the first game. Alright, game number 2. We're gonna be seeing Blue Flare starting off first. I guess they want to see how much memory you can get as an Alliance player, just building up. The Dual Tamer, of course, does cost 4. Ooh, we are gonna take the Quartzmon. So that does prove that there is a top end level 7. I'm gonna use the Lopmon, searching, still no Dual Tamer. But at the very least, the Dual Tamer wasn't bottom decked off of the green memory boost, so those Tamers just were not in the opening cards. And he did keep his hand. This one was no mulligan. We did actually see also in the shuffle that there is a Mimi, just to try and push out some extra value. Obviously it's non-searchable, but she just represents so much extra damage if you go further. We are going to pop the boost, so terriermon. I don't think you Alliance here, although I guess if you Alliance you get to reduce the cost by 2. So you're committing into going to the level 5, because you do have a memory setter anyway, so it's not like it's going to be cheap. So we're going to warp into the Terriermon Assistant, go into the Antilamon for 1. 9k does hit for 2 checks. Going to go into the Cherubimon Vice. This means that it and the other Lopmon, if they do get popped, will just come straight back. If it dies during a turn. So we've got Mem Setter as well as the Dual Tamer and a Blazinga. There's a gas one coming through. So we are chilling on 4. Play the Metal Greymon, Mailbird, and the Greymon. Just going to strip 2, and that will get the stun. Although it doesn't change the fact that it's still going to be putting in work. Decker is going to swing, is going to hit and live. That's kind of not ideal. It represents more chip in the next turn. We don't have the Sec +1 Greymon or anything like that, but it's going to swing on Suspend. Lives on the first check. Why does it live on the first check? 7k. I guess there must be a DP boost that I'm missing. Let me know in the comments. Blazinga, play a brand new one. No Kiriha hits, but I mean with 2 Tamers already, you're big chillin' for now. There's just so much damage comes out of Blue Flare in this kind of matchup. This seems like one of the really difficult ones. If you swing, I'm gonna be using the Alliance once again. Ugh, that is rough. Now has to find a way to get rid of the Metal Greymon. Lovely Terriermon Assistant alt art. Okay, we did see the Quartz, of course. Give it for 2, and then we are going to go into the Quartz. Suspend everything. And that brings exactly back down to 3. Yeah, what packs did we get? What packs did we get? Patamon, okay, not bad. Feed it back into the judge to get him his playset. Alright, we are going to raise the Gaussmon. The Quartzmon was a huge thing. I really like that as the top end. 1k is going to swing in. There must be a DP boost that I'm just missing. Kiriha and Nene must give it, because there are some numbers that are looking... No, okay, never mind. Away it goes. And honestly, the Gaussmon going into the Decker just seems so obnoxious in this matchup, because you're always going to be too wide, potentially more. Sure, it comes down suspended, so it's not going to be representing extra damage, but still. So much value. Ooh, Sec +1 Greymon with a male Bergermon. Alright, Magna X to go over. So that's gonna be the suspend. So it's suspend. It's still a redirect. Oh wait, no. Is there an armor form in there? That is a really bizarre interaction. I am not fully sure. I mean, if one of the if the Metal Grey is an armor form, then so be it. Either way, it still looks pretty good for... Oh, but the problem is you're still getting rushed from hand. There's still one security, so I don't think he dies this turn. And it's like turbo over. Game number 3 once again. Blue Flare choosing to go first, so it seems like both of them like to have her open up with the memory set. Has seen a tamer each time, which is pretty consistent. But I guess there's plenty of them in this deck. Mem Setter as well as the dual tamer both put in insane amounts of work. There's going to be a choke to 1 for this one. And the Bibidomon's not going to be doing anything as an egg. Just going to set up... I mean, eventually, Alliance, they have to commit a body. No dual tamer once again. Lopmon. Just going to search the line. We are going to alliance it straight away. The 9k, nothing to de-digivolve, but we go into Vice, which is going to give them protection. Those 2 checks. Nice and clean. Honestly, a really solid crack from Alliance here. It was looking kind of dicey in the first one. They have certainly figured something out. Obviously, as a deck that always has to go too wide or greater, it's inherently at a disadvantage. But so far, they've navigated it pretty well. Once again, we're seeing those high-end pieces. Metal Grey as well as the Magna X. Gonna use the Dual Tamer to Digicross from Trash. The Nene portion of that, putting in work. So we're gonna go into the Metal Grey to get the stun. I should be able to swing and suspend. Okay. Swing and suspend, hits the Lopmon, and we're going to go into the Magna X to try and shut it down. Got the stun once again. No, that Mother D, I'm pretty sure is a Koromon? Is that a Koromon? What is that? Oh, it's a Alliance target. Wait, that's OD. That is filth. That's a 15k Alliance body. I hate that. I hate that so much. Mem Blocker as the terriermon. Yeah, these Alliance players, man, they just be cooking up some nonsense. And I mean, that's one way to get around the Mag-X, because obviously it is just going to be a giant nuisance in terms of mitigating damage. But I mean, if you can just push out a Mother D Reaper and say, yeah, block it, you filthy casual. I love this. This is my new favorite deck. This deck is insane. Gonna see the 11k swing, because might as well. It's not like it matters whether it's suspended or not. Might as well get your damage whilst you can. Greymon gonna put down to 0. Does hit the Gaussmon and the Kirihub. The fact that that trashes as well. Okay, looks like it just picked up the Kirihub, but it doesn't matter. The fact that it trashes means the dual tame is always putting in work. Now, can you kill? You've got... Okay, gonna go into the Black Gargamon first. Alliance, the 15k, go 19 into the Black Rapid, which is gonna de-digivolve as well. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, it's de-digivolve at end of attack, so I might as well just get the thing, but it's gonna de-digivolve the body down as well after the attack goes through. Which I guess it has now. It stops the piercing, not that it matters. We're going to swing over with the Greymon and use the Terriermon for the Alliance. So now that swings through. It is going to pierce, hits 2 checks, but do you have a way of mitigating this? Like, you still need quartz, actually. Too much damage was done way too early on. Going to Evo for 3 into the Cherubi. And Vice is there for the lockdown, but the thing I'm concerned about is... It's Rookie plus Greymon, and there it is. The Metal Grey is going to find it. It has the swing on suspend as well, so there's hella damage. This basically just has to die on the first check to have any chance. Quartz is going to kill it, but we are going to be having game. Very, very cool match. I think that Brad played this really, really well, considering Alliance seems to have an inherent downside versus Blue Flare. But great stuff from the Fanboy Locals. We're back with more locals from this EX04 meta. If you made it this far, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.